Make a lot of noise towards the A site, try and bait some of the players away from B. And now they're going to go back. It's still fairly stacked though. Giuliano going to be waiting on the angle. Instant headshot onto Rain. She's gone from this round already. R-Star trying to take the fight and actually unable to connect the second shot, but they had players ready on the cross. They may have tried to bait them away, but
that's going to get awkward. Just as Dignitas are going to walk on, they'll be going straight into the defense. Everything needs to be flawless from this point onwards. They bound their way through the smoke, and here's the crunch time.
Yeah, this is a very loose hold as well from the CT side. They don't actually have anybody on the side. Zaz is now going to be rotating in, and they do have all of the afterplant positions fairly well covered. Elite, though, will already remove her from action. Missa also trying to rotate in, will meet the same doom, and although they had this sort of perfect flank available, it seemed like Dignitas were more than aware of the potential. Kraz will be able to finish off one more, leaving it into the 3 versus 3, and looks to make their way back into the site, isolating these individuals. The boost up, though, actually does work. She finds the kill onto R-Star as well, and leaves it down to just 2. They don't know that there's nobody on the defusal just yet. Somebody needs to get on there, and it's just left on Elite, still waiting in the smoke. I think they should still have the defusal, though. It's going to be close, but Beşiktaş, they've got themselves another round.
Well, trying to keep them on their toes as she makes her presence known, but the first contact is found, Tom. Off the back of the flashbang, Giuliano with the AWP. You can't help but feel like she landed that one.
However, it seems like Petra could be there to pick up the pieces, but only going to get one. It's Kraz once again, almost spins into the second frag, but doesn't manage to finish off Kath. It will fall back into the 2 versus 2. An AK for... And it seems like Kath is still aware of it, but already low on HP, and the timing gets the better of her. That's going to be the push back in from Elite. Will she expect her there? No. And that will give Missa all the information. She has an incendiary as well. If she can utilize that properly, that could win the round for her. And actually finding a smoke, the AWP definitely not going to be the best. She doesn't need it. Almost fake. And likely that there will be an AWP on the other side of things. Kraz actually looks away. Not blinded out by that at all, and there goes to the peak onto R-Star. She's been fantastic over towards the toilets area, but it was more of a ruse. Show some players on the other side of the map, now go barreling in towards B. Petra's ready and waiting, but she gets pincered in. Kat's the one to get the kill. She does the damage, but again, it's Zaz, Kraz to push back. Leave it into a 2 versus 2. These rounds seem ever close every time, but Beşiktaş, they're always coming out on top.
The 2 versus 2, the unfortunate miss of the flick of the wrist to try and open this round up. Kraz and Giuliano, the hit squad on the side, normally deadly with precision. And they open this one up as they start to make their assault, charging back in. Decapitation comes through from Elite, rips her head clean off. And Giuliano slowly backing away, looking like she is going to commit to the full save. Wanting to just connect on someone that is going to go for the slow push as they're moving up and grouping their way down. Kraz puts out Kath as well towards Connector, was able to get the backstab off. That's one player down from the T side. A lot of damage done from the utility as well to weaken the opposition. Zaz playing a game of peekaboo. And Giuliano finally starts to get them fed to her as they push in towards her position. They line up as well. And Giuliano is going to be able to feed 2 birds with 1 scone. That old Peter line.
A site's so open. Okay, if you have a smoke or 2, you can section off the site. But if you're just having flashbangs, well, this happens. You're just running into an AWP that just has the range advantage. And Giuliano just starts mowing them down, and maybe an eco round. But she's looking for that ace. The confidence builder for her, obviously missing a few shots early on, but now sits 12 and 2 on the scoreboard. She wants that lucky number 13 for once. Well, no, not with a no. Oh, okay, we'll get there eventually. She gets dig.
4 HP.
4 HP.
Able to open up on towards these bomb sites. Rain takes the firefight towards Zaz and will win that one. Kraz going down as well. Giuliano on the close angle though towards the bench, trying to bench the opposition. Does she not? Only gets the first, is able to spray down onto Rain as well and wash them away. Elite will trade it.
He just beat too late. Missa at least needs a kill. The spray's a bit wild, but she gets away with it. And actually, her opponent using an AWP will just run in with the P250 instead. Here's all the footsteps. Missa wins it anyway. Not a bullet connected from Elite, and Beşiktaş bounce back again. It's just the most painful rounds to...
Here comes the push, Tom. As they begin to advance, Giuliano pushing through, kills Milk. A vital one to connect on to, tries to double down for a little bit more, but R-Star has other things in mind. They are trading. It's a bit of a bloodbath, and the access towards the site has now been gifted towards them. Zaz fires through, but can't actually get the shots off from the M4 initially. And Rain looks to try and fight back. We know she can be crisp with the AK, but not this time. She won't be slaying today. Zaz causes it DECK and advances back round towards Bank. Looking her way in towards the site, peering up to try and find if anyone else is there. As they begin to fall back, it's a 2 versus 3. They have the smoke on Zaz. They can still win from the position they're left here into this round. It should be another CT side round picked up. Spam shots coming through, but they need to defend towards long. Nicely played from Elite, denies it on the bomb diffuser.
It's more of a retake strategy. The push comes through. This is all the information. The CTs know exactly where this is going, and that's a nice shot. That's all Rain needed. Find the one, give them the advantage, and now they can just play in the retake. The problem is she goes down. Give some time at least. Cat's already going to be up short. There's nothing that the T's can do about the push. They've just got to try and hold them on the cross. Zaz manages to get a second, but it's only a trade. They need to try and pick something back, and now she has to do it all. Can't tap away. And Dignitas
Up and go for the aggressive plays. Rain actually on the fast push out through
in now. They've got 2 players in the connector as well. That'll help them significantly. There's going to be 1 kill coming in for the T's, but in a trade for 2, and the positions are just fantastic. Giuliano so wary of the flank that not going to be able to do anything, and have pushed up. Emily can be waiting with the AWP, finds that opener, looks to fall back.
coming through. They have the advantage. It's a 5 versus 4. That is going to be the spark of the ignition and the push in towards the site. Rain dancing around the pole, gets 1, looks for the second, is able to pick it up relatively easily. Misa the only one that can trade it back, but they're still at a disadvantage, Tom. It's a 2 versus 3. Luckily, she crosses out, gets away from the site, does return back into it. The damage done from the Molotov was fairly horrific. Softened her up. If she does bring it out, there would always be potential for a little bit of that. Back towards B, though. Once again, they're just trying that madness. The definition of insanity, Tom, but this time, will they expect a different result? And will it come through? 2 kills picked up for the T side, but the trades are instantaneous. Elite with the AWP as effective as ever, as she is raining down hell from above, but she's taken out of the equation, and all of a sudden, it falls to 1. Half in a 1 versus 3. Dives away through the smoke. Didn't realize Krass's location.
With nobody being over that side of the map, she can just start the rotation from everyone. There's 3 players, a 4th going to start rotating over. It's a full-on stack in towards this site as Petra looks for that opening kill, and she's just going to be slaughtered, and so will the rest of the team. Every bit of information gathered by Dignitas in this scenario around, because there's just somebody holding there. They've already gone past any threshold that's going to be there, and Emily is just set up. Artstar's able to trade effectively, and that still leaves the advantage with this Dignitas side.
Giuliano. Crisp with the AK there. A critical kill to pick up Zaz as well. Looking like she nearly was going to have a... As well, Rain pattering her way along as she sprints over. Elite has the AWP on the site. Giuliano gets contact! She tags her up, but she couldn't get the frag.
Anybody who comes into that AWP's crosshair. And while already Milk is going to kick things off. A very aggressive push straight through Monster. There's no fear for Dignitas anymore. It's running through Monster. And while Artstar aggressively paced, Petra actually looks away at the wrong time and just gets a double. No trade available. This is looking like Beşiktaş are completely out of this map at the moment. Giuliano will finally finish off Artstar, but the damage is done. 2-player advantage now for Dignitas. Milk even coming around on the flank as well. Again, like the information plays from Dignitas have been second to none.
Both teams have struggled so heavily here on their T side, and they're lucky to even delay the inevitable there a little bit longer. As Kraz gets the flick around, didn't realize Rain's positioning, gonna run out, be now. And it looks like they're setting themselves up for the classic smokes over towards toilets and the pathway to try and block off the early vision. And keep them guessing on the side of Dig. Straight down through, it's the round the world play. This could actually cut them completely off guard. They might not be ready for this, but instead, it's the slaughtering grounds from Rain, as per usual. Your excellence, Tom. Not only the 3K, she wasn't content with that. She wanted the 4th, and of course she will claim it. Giuliano, the only remaining member of the side, goes down.